that's what I take from behind. I take from it. It was a come from behind. I mean, I think we've done it a couple times now in the last little bit. I think Colorado and here. So I mean, it wasn't a pretty game sometimes, and but sometimes when you need a win, you find a way, and tonight we found a way.
It looked like Brock was going to be out of the lineup. Obviously, things changed. Can you talk us through sort of how the day progressed in that regard?
Well, like I talked about it this morning, but I mean, Dakota just woke up from his nap and there was something wrong. So he came in, real early, and we were here, and he tried. He tried with the doctors and to see if it was good, and he couldn't and work it. And so I phoned Bess and I said, "Bess, you're in." And
what did you think of his game?
I thought he was good. He played mad, which is I'm sure he was, and scored a really. This is what he's used to doing. His shot was great. I was hoping he'd score in overtime. It would have made it a pretty cool thing, but I thought he played a good game tonight.
How good do you feel for him to score on a night like this? That he talked about hockey fights cancer.
I think I'm sure it meant a lot to him. A, that he scored, but B, the way he scored. Like, it wasn't a power play goal, it wasn't a tip in. It was a Brock Besser goal, and that was good to see.
Does Brock need to play mad more?
I don't know. Ask Brock.
Does he need to play with Petey more?
Well, I thought we changed that, and that was, I thought, a good change at that time, because I didn't think we were getting a lot of 5-on-5 offense with the other two lines, both of them. So I thought they needed a little bit of a change.
Did you wait at all the fact that it was Hockey Fights Cancer Night?
Didn't even know. I didn't even know. Honest to goodness, it didn't. In my mind, it was last night I made up my mind. And so, when I came in today, that I didn't even think about it until they were talking about it in the after practice about it. So,
What did you think of the 5-on-3? And quite often when you don't score on those types of opportunities,
you don't win games. It's a big belief in mine. If you can kill off a 5-on-3, you're usually winning the game. But it just goes to show that when we got the 4-on-3, we changed things up that we were doing wrong on the 5-on-3, and consequently, we got a goal.
Last on net for Luke Shen. What can you say about what he's added to this team?
It's not only what he adds to the team. I'm just so proud of him as a person that plays hard every night, whether he's good, bad, or different. Luke Shen comes to play. He's a guy every teammate relies on. So to see him get an NHL record like that, I think it's great.
With that many hits, how many ice bags do you think he's had along the way?
I don't know, but that's way more hits than I would have wanted to ever take or hit or do it. So, and he keeps coming every day. He plays with pain most nights, but he never complains, and he just comes out and does his job.
How about the contribution of your captain tonight? A couple of goals in the overtime winner.
Well, when you lose a couple in a row, you need your captain to step up and do the job, and he stepped up and did the job.
Until you talked about not getting enough offensively from your top 6 at 5-on-5 tonight, why you changed it up. Are you concerned generally at how this homestand's progressed with what your club is managing to generate in terms of an offensive threat?
No, I don't think that's the right thing. It goes in peaks and valleys. Sometimes you're going to have 5-game homestand and score 30 goals and everything's going to be great, and then you're going to go into a slump and score 5 goals in 5 games, and when everybody gets into the slumps at the same time or has problems at the same time. So home or away, we just keep plugging. We think we've got a pretty good offensive team when we're doing the right things, and somebody give Arizona credit. We all may look at them because they're 14 games on the road and everything, but they play really hard, and they're a tough team to play against. So you look at their losses and everything of recently, and they're in every game. So it was a tough, hard-fought game, and we needed to be good in the third period, and we were.
Was there something that they did well to set up shop?
Well, they skate really hard. They're a fast skating team, and they're big, and so it's when you're big and you're fast. It's hard to get through to where you want to get to, and we had trouble getting through in front of the net. Like, I mean, there was a lot of shots that goalie saw because they were really good at boxing out.
Have you had a chance to see them on goal? And
Well, a couple times, yeah.
what did you?
Well, the net was clearly off. The only reason that it was even, to me, an issue is because so many nets have been off lately, and goals have counted and not counted. But I mean, if this was this time last year when you hadn't had that, you would have said the net was off. You put it in the open net. So.
Did you get an explanation for why this one differed from some of the other ones we've seen
No,
regularly?
no. I was too busy trying to get a penalty for knocking the net off.
And just OEL, like, were you surprised to see him come back? Or?
Yeah, he's a lot tougher than everybody gives it. You think he is, and he wanted to come back and he wanted to be part of this. So that's why he's one of the captains.